Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we're going to be turning a daytime look into a nighttime look using the same eyeshadow palette. I asked you guys on Instagram stories a series of voting polls of what palette you guys want me to use. And we have a winner. The Colourpop and Kathleen Light's Dream Street palette. This won by a long shot. It was kind of between this or the Zodiac palette. This one, and honestly it's a beautiful palette. It's one of my favorites. It has so many beautiful like neutral colors, and you have like some really pretty deep blackened teals. We're gonna create a day look, turn it into a night look with this. I mean, I did kind of low-key use this palette in a video recently, but it's okay. This is what you guys voted on, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a full face of makeup, something that I know is gonna last all day long. It's kind of like my go-to face routine at the moment. You guys have seen it already, but we're still gonna do it. Okay, let's get started. Actually, first things first, we must name the chickens, actually maybe roosters, on my calendar. So leave me some names. Fun fact about me, I love to name everything. I love to name inanimate objects. Everything in my house has a name. I don't know why, but it's just something that I do. Now let's get into makeup. I'm starting off with my Winky Luxe White Tea Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Light. I have been using this literally every single day. It's amazing. I love using it as a base to any type of foundation look that I do. I just find that it gives me a little bit of coverage, hydration. My skin looks nice and plump, evens it out, looks smooth, and it works really good with the routine that I'm about to share with you guys. I'm gonna go into the Flesh Thickstick foundation in the shade Honey. It just goes on so nicely, and honestly, at the end of the day, I have absolutely no creasing on my skin. My skin looks beautiful. For some reason, this is like a really long wearing routine for me, and I've been wearing it all the time. I am actually going somewhere tonight. It's my grandpa's birthday, so we're gonna go celebrate. Speaking of, I should probably call him and wish him a happy birthday.
Hi, Jesi, Kaja.
Hi, happy birthday.
Thank you, Jesi, thank you.
I'm gonna go into my Kaja Don't Settle concealer in Banana Milk. Absolutely been loving this concealer. It's super lightweight, like it does not feel heavy, but it also doesn't crease. I do find that this is perfect underneath the eyes. I am going to go into another concealer to spot conceal because this isn't like the most full coverage, but for some reason it's perfect for underneath my eyes. I'm using the Jouer High Coverage Concealer in the shade Custard to do some spot concealing because this one definitely has a lot more coverage. Easy goes it. Easy goes it. What? I'm going to blend out my concealer with the sponge. I haven't used this before, and I think it's a Huda Beauty sponge. I could be wrong. Honestly, I don't really remember like 90% of where my sponges come from. So I'm just going to blend out my concealer. This is actually really good because this is perfect for getting underneath the eyes because it's like hella pointy. Because you know I'm all about that face. No blemish. I hate myself. So mini little makeup trick. I did not invent this. I don't know who invented this trick, but if you want your concealer to have a little bit more coverage, let it sit for like a minute or so. Don't let it dry down completely, but if you kind of like let it sit on like the blemish or what you're trying to cover for a little bit longer and then gently pat it out, it has more coverage. Okay, I'm a little wired today. I may or may not have had 2 cups of coffee. I'm gonna go into the TooFaced Born This Way Ethereal setting powder for my setting powder. I generally like switch in between like 5 different setting powders. It's either this, Laura Mercier, Cover FX, the MAC Patrick Star. Like, I have a lot of favorite setting powders, and I just use like a different one every day. I hadn't used this particular one in a while, so I wanted to give it a little chance, and honestly, it's so good. This is a really good powder. I forgot to contour my face. Okay, I've been really into like cream contouring, and I forgot to do that. I'm really sad now, wow. For anybody who was wondering, I was gonna use the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzing Stick. I had it on my table so I can use it, and I forgot. Sad times. This part is a little excessive. You don't have to do this part, but I find that it's been working great for me for when I have more blemishes and stuff on my skin. I like to take the Cat Aquasurqance Pressed Powder Foundation in the shade Ivory. By the way, this is like my second favorite face product ever. If it wasn't like this routine, it's this routine. It's amazing, but I like to take this very lightly, and I kind of like buffing this over top anywhere I have like more problematic skin. It just adds a lot more coverage, and it looks beautiful. Again, this is something that doesn't crease on me. It lasts all day. It looks more beautiful the longer you wear it. For like, I don't know, I've just discovered two face routines that have made me so happy. For my bronzer, I'm gonna go into my Makiage Blaze and Glaze bronzing palette situation. I like mixing these two colors together. Gives me a nice shade. This is not my favorite bronzing brush, but my favorite one is like dirty right now. It's like time that I use like a new one. So it's not giving me the same effect. Honestly, like I have these brushes that I use all the time that give me the look I want, and nothing else like comes to it. Like this is applying so patchy. I caved. I switched to my favorite brush. I finally ordered another one on Black Friday and it's gonna come in the mail soon. Actually, I don't know how soon because right now it's in Germany. My blush, I'm gonna go into the Makiage Mineral Baked Blush in the shade Vogue. Come on, Vogue, let your body move to the music, move to the music. For my highlight, I'm taking the Laura Geller Baked Highlight Duo French Vanilla and Portofino. I'm going to take the shade Portofino, which has been my absolute favorite highlight as of late. I've been wearing this every day. So I'm going to pop this on my cheeks. I mean, are you serious? Like, do you see that? This highlighter is so beautiful. It makes your skin look so pretty. It's not like chunky or textured. You're just like glowing, you know? No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through. There's no talking to you. We're at brows, and honestly I've been using these same things for my eyebrows forever, so it's really not that interesting. Joah Precision Brow Pencil in Brunette, Makiage Brow Gel in Truffle. Let me pop this on, I'll be right back. Alright, brows are done, complexion is done. Now I'm gonna move on to the eyes, which is the main purpose of the video, and I'm going to be creating like a really nice daytime look and then transforming that look into a nighttime look. So I'm not going to take it off and do another look. I'm just going to transform it. Also, everyone's definition of a daytime look and a nighttime look is completely different. I'm going based off of what I would typically go for and what I would wear. Feel free to change it up to do what you like. You don't have to do it exactly the same way. You don't even have to use the same exact products. This is just going to show you guys how to use like one palette to turn it into daytime to nighttime. I feel like I said that so many times. Let's just get into the eyes. So this palette doesn't have like the names written inside of the palette. It's on the back. I'm not going to sit here and try to match the name, so I'm going to point and say this shade. So I'm going to take this color right here and I'm going to pop this into my brow bone. This is a really, really pretty pearly satin color and it just gives you the perfect amount of glow. Look how gorgeous that is. I'm going to go back and add this to the inner corners of my eyes, but we're going to do the brow bone first right now. That's a sexy brow bone. Now I'm going to go into this really pretty matte peachy nude color and I'm taking a huge blending brush. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH30 and I'm going to just run this into my crease quite messily, just like really diffusing it out. With the same brush, I'm dipping into this matte soft brown and again I'm going to do the same thing, just pop it into my crease. I'm going to go into this really dark matte brown shade. I'm taking a really small amount because this is the daytime look and I don't want it to be too heavy right now. So I'm going to take that on another little brush and I'm only going to focus that just on the outer parts of my eyes to like add a little bit of dimension. I'm going to take a mixture of these two brown shades and I'm going to very lightly apply this to my lower lash line, kind of like smudge it out. You don't have to, but I personally love eyeshadow on the lower lash line, so that's what I'm gonna do. I probably should have gone in with a smaller brush. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the shade that we used for the brow bone, and I'm going to pop this on the inner corners of my eyes. So lastly, for the lids, I'm gonna keep it pretty soft. I'm gonna go into this shade right here. It's a really soft gold, but it almost kind of looks like a rose gold, but not quite. I'm gonna take a really small amount of this, and I'm just going to gently sweep a little bit on top of my lid. I don't want it to be too foiled, but enough to just kind of give my lid a little something something. With a little angled brush, I'm going to dip into this dark matte brown. I'm going to apply it to my lash line and just create a really soft liner effect. I'm not going to create a wing or anything, but I do want to add a little bit to my lash line. I did this eye and you can definitely tell like a difference. I just think it adds a little something to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. All right, so that's it for my daytime eye look. I'm gonna add some mascara really quickly and then I'm gonna go to the daytime lips. All right, so eyes are done. I love it. This is generally what I do on a normal basis. Like I don't wanna go all out, errands, whatever it is. This is generally what I will do. So for my lips, I want to kind of keep it like on the neutral nude side. So I'm going to first line my lips with the Colourpop and Karreuche lip pencil in the shade Chi. And then I'm going to top it with the Persona liquid lipstick in the shade... Where's the shade? OG. Alright, so here we have the daytime look. I absolutely love it. I think it looks so pretty. You can definitely wear like a more sheer lip color, a gloss, something softer if you'd like, but this is just, I really like this. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys back into the eyes and let's turn this into a nighttime look. I'm gonna go back to that really big fluffy brush and I'm going to take a mixture of this dark brown and this more like rusty orange brown shade. I'm gonna mix them together and I'm going to pop this into my crease to like really deepen it up. I'm going to take just a dark brown shade and I'm going to apply it a little bit more heavily on the outer parts of my eyes, just really pack it in there. And once I've kind of like packed it onto my lid, I'm going to slowly bring it into my crease with whatever is left on my brush. For my lids, we're definitely doing some color. I'm going to take this metallic blackened teal color and this is pretty much gonna go all over my lid. I'm gonna go into my blending brush and just kind of blend out the edges a little bit. With a smaller brush, I'm gonna dip into this shade right here. It's kind of like a really interesting, I wouldn't say it's silver, it's just a very interesting color. This is gonna go right in the inner corners of the eyes, but I'm also gonna bring it up into a little bit of a portion of the lid. Like, did that make any sense? All right, so lastly for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go into this matte teal shade. I'm gonna take a really small amount of this because it's very pigmented and you don't want to get too crazy. That was a lot and I tapped it out so much. I'm gonna go ahead and add some black liner to my waterline. This one is from Makiage. I'm also gonna go in with some more mascara, kind of like layer it up a little bit. So this is the finished nighttime eye look. I'm absolutely obsessed with the way it came out. I think the colors look absolutely beautiful together. You can go ahead and add a wing liner if you'd like, or some lashes to make it a little bit more dramatic, but I'm just really into like that sultry little smoky eye. But oh my god, I love this so much. Okay, so I actually really love the daytime lip look with this look as well. I mean, it's kind of like universal. It's a nude lip, but I think it looks so pretty together. But I am gonna give you guys like some variation. So I am going to change my lip. Let me go look for something. For my nighttime lips, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. I'm gonna take the Ofra liquid lipstick in the shade Americano. I love this color. Voila, the look is complete. I love this lip color with the eyes actually because it matches my crease really well and just like pulls in that warmth. Let me know which one is your favorite, even though they're like two different things. I know. This was a lot of fun to make actually. If you want me to do more videos, kind of doing like a day to night or like 2 looks, 1 palette, let me know. I know a lot of people actually love videos like that, so if you want to see them, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Instagram, Makeup by Jesi. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go, and also hit that little bell so you're notified every time I do post a new video. With all of that said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!